Hi, Julie here, back with another craft along, and this time I thought I'd make it a seasonal one. I'm making it on the Wednesday before Easter, Wednesday of Holy Week, and so I thought it'd be really appropriate to make a cute little origami bunny. And they do actually stand up, and I think they look very cute, and I'm hoping my granddaughter does tomorrow because she absolutely loves bunnies. So, having said that, let's get started and I'll show you how to fold it. Now, I'm using origami paper today simply because I've got some I need to use up, so it seemed like a good choice. Now, to give you an idea of scale, this piece of paper is 20 centimetres square, and that's the size of the bunny we're going to end up with. Which is another reason why you might not want to have too small a piece of paper, because it will get quite fiddly. So, I don't want the pattern to show on my bunny, so I've got my pattern on the inside. If you are using pattern paper and you want the pattern to show, then easy peasy, you just turn it over so that you've got the reverse shown. But anyway, let's get started with this craft along. First thing I'm going to do is just fold the piece of paper in half like that. Okay, we're going to open it out and we're going to fold the long edges into the middle. Just take your time to try and line things up as well as you can. And this is where you will see one of the reasons why I tend to fold small and make origami jewellery is that I find that's just my thing. I find it easier. But once you've done one side, you're going to do the other. Okay, remember those nice creases? And then fold it in half across the narrow width of it. The other way, and open it out again. So nothing tricky yet. Next stage is you're going to fold each of these four corners into the middle. So simply lift up the paper and fold it into that middle. Make these folds really nice and sharp because it will make the next stage much easier. So I'll just get on with these. And then I'll just pause for a while to give a couple of moments just to give you a chance to get that done. But as I said, nothing tricky yet. In fact, this is quite a straightforward fold. And if you've got a child who's good with their fingers, likes making things, probably junior school age or above, then there's no reason why they shouldn't have a go at this. And you could make a whole family of bunnies together. So what you should have after that is this kind of shape. So you've got your like a square and you've got the two triangles at either end. First slightly tricky bit, so watch carefully. I'm opening up this fold, this triangle. I'm just putting my fingernail where the crease comes to hold it in place, and then I'm folding it back the other way along that crease so that it goes up to the middle like that. This is why I said that crease is so important, because if that's nice and sharp, it makes this so much easier. So again, finger on the crease just initially, because it just helps make sure you fold it at the right point. And then fold it down, crease in place. Turn over and do the same on the other side. That's one done, and then the last flap. Make sure I've got that one down in the right place. That's it. Sometimes that's why it's like putting that fingernail there when you start is really useful. So you can see now how your shape's changed. I will just say, you do need some fairly firm paper for this. I did have some leftover birthday wrapping paper that I tried, but I think partly because it's been folded before and also because it's this one is quite a thin paper, it was far too floppy to fold successfully. So try and find something that's fairly stiff, nothing that's too soft. So now you've done that, you're just going to fold those back onto the other side like this, so that you've got this side you've got an irregular hexagon with an open part in the middle, and you turn this over and there's our two flaps that we folded before. So that to that. What you're going to do now is take this corner and fold it up to the middle and then crease it in place. So we're folding like this, and this part is actually going to form the rabbit's head and its ears, and soon you'll be able to see how this comes together. As you can see from that, you make this, and it's quite a long diagonal fold to give you that shape. You do that once, and then you do that again on the other side. Right, so hope you're with me so far. And you can easily check here that, because you should have these two bits that move independently. If you haven't, don't panic. Carefully unfold what you've done and just go back to the beginning of this video and work your way back through, and you'll see where you've gone wrong. What you've probably done is just omitted the stage where you fold the triangles back over. But do that any time. If it doesn't work out, don't worry. If you've gone too far, then new piece of paper, start again. If you haven't, and it's just something like this, ears not moving, carefully unfold what you've done and go back to the beginning and refold. So there we are. And now you can see this line here. I put my fingers in it. I hope you can see that. We're just going to fold back against there, and got that shape. So I think you can now really see how that rabbit's head and ears are coming together. Now, you turn your paper over onto the other side, and you should have this flap, this sort of pocket here. It's another thing to help show you've done properly. And you're just going to fold it over in half. And I think now we are very nearly there. Now the next couple of stages are slightly tricky, so I'll show you a couple of times, because this is actually the point where I sometimes get in the muddle and just have to go back a couple of stages. First of all, we need to make our bunny's nose. So we just take a point here, and you're going to fold it back like that so that it meets that edge there. Just put it down. Hopefully you can see that. I've just folded the point back a bit in line. Now it's up to you. This is just a gauging it by eye sort of thing, but what we're doing is actually making this part of the bunny's head to give you an idea. So then you just fold it back the other way along that same fold, unfold it again, and then carefully you just open it up a little, and you're going to fold that through to the inside so that it ends up looking like that on the inside. But on the front you've just got that little bunny nose. I'll just show you that again. You're going to fold it one way, the other way, and then just push it in. It's what's called a inside reverse fold, because you're actually pushing it back in, and you do see it's used quite a lot. Now, as I said, this next stage is the one that is a little bit tricky, because if you look at this one here, we're putting this fold in, so we're actually going from our flat bunny shape up round to really get the head in place. So just going to gently move the ears up. You can do it bit by bit, and you just want to get, so I say it can be a bit tricky, this little fold here. So we're putting them up, and as you do that, the paper will just fold back on itself. Just show you again. So it was like that, and you just gently, might need to ease it a little bit. Sometimes this is one of those stages where you just need to play around with it a bit to get that. As I think you can now see, you've got the bunny's head and his ears. So nearly there now. The next stage, we're going to do the back of the rabbit and his feet. So we're going to use these flaps now, and we pull them through, and we need to get them up to the front like this. So if I open it up, you can just see there how I'm just folding them in gently again up to the front to form his feet. And now, similar to the fold we did for the nose, we're going to do the same thing here for his butt, I suppose, whatever you want to call it, his back. Fold it both ways. It might go a little bit messy at this point because you've got quite a few layers of paper, and then we're just going to fold them back in like that. So that gives you that nice shape, and if you want to, you can always put just a little bit of glue on these and then just glue them together just to give a bit more strength to your model, but that's entirely up to you. Nearly there. We need to shape his ears, and then we need to give him some eyes. So to shape his ears, just get here, so you've got, be careful, you don't want to do it so you've just got one layer. So you could do that if you wanted to give him contrasting inside to his ears. You just need to push that open like that. So it's just a case of putting my thumb in there, making a bit of a crease. It doesn't need to be very hard crease, because say we're just opening up his ears, but it's just to give us that nice sort of shape. And then you can just adjust them as you want, push them down a bit, make him floppy eared, make him upright ears, it's up to you. And very last step, just to get your pen and give your bunny a couple of eyes. So there you are. There's your Easter bunny, all ready for Easter Day. And if you are like me and you've got an Easter tree, what you might like to do is just thread, not there because it's going to be hanging down, but just thread a piece of clear monofilament thread, or you could use some jute through, and then you could actually hang him as a decoration. Anyway, I've hoped you've enjoyed this, learning how to make your origami bunnies for Easter, and I hope you have a lovely time and that you enjoy your Easter eggs. So bye for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye.